Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 9 of the Hardcore Minecraft series. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 8. I'm going to continue with that style and kind of do a main project with some side projects because it allows you to see the progression of the world a little bit different than my old episodes, which were just so project centric. So in today's episode, we're going to do a little bit of this project that you're seeing on screen right now, which is a ranch build for a viewer named Pack. This is actually going to be called Pack's Ranch. She is an animal lover, animal defender. I wasn't allowed to kill many animals when I would stream because she didn't want me to. So I thought, what better than to build her a ranch? And like, what's better than a ranch in Minecraft? I don't even know. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We have some other little projects coming, and just sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy this video. Alright, so on the time lapse you could see I made this nice flat area to start Pack's Ranch. And the fencing extends much farther than what the time lapse showed. I think it only showed like up to right here. And I have terraformed and made this all work so it looks right. And I haven't put any details in yet because I plan on kind of winging it and seeing where the progression of the ranch goes. So my only plan that I have right now is where the driveway is going to be. So it's going to come in and kind of swoop in and then have like a little roundabout or something, or a spot for you to turn around your car, and branch off to like a barn. I want to do like a horse track so I can like time horses and get into horse breeding, and maybe something else like a forest or something that you can venture off to. And I think what we need to start with is a house. So I've taken this netherrack and I have planned out our house. And while it looks a little weird right now, I think if we just get the facade of the front, so this wall right here, this wall, and this is the garage in place, I think it's going to be perfect. So I think we should get into that. I am back with some serious progress. Yeah, let's let that zombie die. I have made some serious progress, non-time lapse. I'm kind of trying to do it a little different. And I'm going to rotate down so you guys can see it. We have a house. We have a house. Let's look at this thing. I am in love with it. I think it's perfect. Other than it's a little unfinished. As you can tell, it's unfinished. But I have the facade here, as well as a little bit of the side started. And my vision was I wanted this deck out of hanging signs. Never even really seen hanging signs until today. Little swing. I think it's perfect. And we go inside and there's really nothing other than the layout with what each room is. And I think you have an idea as to what each room is, and it's going to be 2-story. This is going to be the basement where I'm going to put all the materials for the rest of the project. And this is the upstairs where we're going to head to the second level where the bedrooms are going to be. So I think I should make some more progress and I will come back with you in just a minute. All right, the house structure is complete. I have built most of it. Oh my gosh, I missed a spot. Oh boy, ignore that, ignore that, ignore that. Anyways, we put a deck on either side. It's kind of what I envisioned. This is the backyard, and it's going to span from this side all the way over to here. And we have tons of room to work with. I'm planning on putting like a lawnmower back here. That netherrack is meant to signify a chimney, but I don't think it's going to go there. I think it's going to go more right here. Chimney, fireplace, something like that. Right here, I have some little detailing I need to throw in still to add some of the shape. I don't even have the windows fully carved out, nor do I have a shutter design in mind. I want to put shutters on it because I feel like that's going to be fitting. So there is a lot to do, and this is just a rough outline. And I think the next step is to get all the windows carved out. But before I can do that, I need to get a second story going. So we're going to put the staircase in right here going up into a second floor, and lay out the rooms kind of like I did here. Like, I know this is the entry room / family room. This is a living room. This is a kitchen. You know, I know what each room is, but I don't know what the upstairs is. So I think I need to build this and get an idea to kind of help myself plan out what I'm doing next. I hope you guys enjoyed all those time lapses of making the wheat field, building the tree. I'm really happy with how it came out. The driveway is just the exact shape that I envisioned. I've never done a wheat field like that before, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it's fully grown out. So I think we're going to switch gears and take a break from working on this project because I have other things in my world that I want to do. I think we're going to work on a new concrete converter. Why a new concrete converter, you might ask? Well, the one that I use is not very fast, and it takes a lot of concrete to do the airport, so this one's going to convert about 72,000 an hour, and it's made by Ilmango. So this is my current concrete converter, and it works, but it definitely could be better. It also stores a lot of concrete, so I have to like kind of plan to craft extra concrete versus the one that I'm going to make is going to store a little less. So we're going to tear this one completely out along with the pad right here that collects all the items, and you guys are going to see the new concrete farm that I'm going to build. Alright, so the concrete converter is done. I'm very happy with how it came out. I'm only running at half efficiency. This is about the rate of 36,000, which is plenty fast enough for what I need. I really just needed something a little bit faster than what I had. So let me show you how it works. If I flip this lever on and grab some concrete powder, turn on my fast right click, and just start placing. This is 4 times faster than what I was using. Each piston pushes 4 blocks, as you can see. My previous design only pushed 1 block per tick, basically. So this is way faster. As you can see, I already burned through 2.5 stacks. I'm very happy with this design, and I think we should move on to the next thing. One thing I forgot to touch on is, yes, I am TNT duping on this, and I feel very guilty, but it sets off a TNT every 2 seconds, so there's no way I could keep up with that. I'd be mining sand for the rest of the series. Alright, so my next project that I want to work on is our storage system. This system holds every block in the game currently, and when I built it, I didn't really think about expandability. So what I want to do is I want to expand our storage system, and a lot of it is already in place, but we have a whole open wall here and we're not stuck on what has to be on this wall. So currently this is the item input system, which needs to be kind of redesigned to fit in a different place so we can have more room for this system. We also need to move these furnaces, which is very simple. These are just kind of if I need something small. This is just shulker boxes, so I can easily grab them. I think I'm going to be able to leave that because I really only want to expand it to these chests maximum. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the input system over here. These are rocket distributors, so I can just go in there and grab a stack of rockets. I will move that somewhere else in a convenient location. So yeah, the problem is this is a tight space. I took a schematic of the input system and I wanted to just be able to like copy and paste it, but the main problem is I have no way of fitting that in this space. It like doesn't fit. It's going to be locking these hoppers, which are hopper filters for the minecart items, so we never break the system. So I haven't totally figured out a solution. I think I'm going to go into a creative world and just work on redesigning it. So here I am taking a schematic of the storage room. Let's get it over to the creative world. After messing with this for a little bit, I have our storage room pasted in the world, and I think it's time to start reconstructing the input system. So my initial ideas when starting this project was tearing out this wall and putting the input right here and figuring out how to configure the input system to line up with this without stopping these hoppers from working. I think my new idea is putting the input system on the inside of the cave after you go through the door. In addition to that, putting a hopper string right here and maybe a chest or a barrel for input that will just go to this hopper line right here and take it through the elevator and work through the same way, and that keeps it kind of hidden in a way, allowing us to continue our expansion on the rest of the storage. I have made some modifications to our input system and I'm really happy with the modifications I made. So right here we have our unloading shulker boxes indicator and our unloading items indicator. I just extended those lines over here on both sides so we can see it if we're in like the maintenance area. We can see they are going off. That was the first thing I did. Second thing I did was I changed the item elevator to only using observers. Observers have a little bit more delay. We also added the repeater for a delay because I was getting one block stuck in this dropper every time. It could be a block, it could be a shulker box. So what if it was full of, say, sand or random items? It could sit there and not get unloaded, which wasn't a big deal, but kind of annoying. If we come to our other design over here, you can see in this dropper, we have an item stuck because I believe the delay in the comparator into the note block into the observer does not provide enough delay for this to like kind of double pulse. It just picks up one pulse when there's a on-off pulse that we kind of want for shooting up items twice. So that delay really helps. The last thing that I did, this line right here, usually shuts off the shulker unloader. I wanted to string off of that and add my own line right here down and shut off the item input. This is important because if we go up top, this hopper, this was in place before, if it gets above 32 blocks, it'll turn this on, and it would turn off the shulker loader, but not the item input, and this could still get backed up. So I wanted to add a safety, so if this gets 32 blocks in it, it also shuts off the item input. I think it's time to put this in our hardcore world. input system is in. I changed the lighting a little bit, but the indicators are a little bit bigger and easier to see from a distance and understand what one's what. I was able to keep the rockets in place, which I'm very happy about. I use these all the time, so moving these to a location that might not be convenient would kind of suck. So I'm really happy about that. I was able to expand the storage system by close to 20 slices. That's far more than we're going to need for the new update. So this filter, this one, and this one are all overflow protection. The rest are sortable slices. So let me go into my FreeCam and show you guys just how massive this is. So each chest right here is the filter. You fill this chest up with glass panes, and then you swap out the glass pane for the item you want to sort. So we have a lot of versatility here, and I'm very excited about that. So as you can see, there's the 4 chunks that are not going to be sorted. They're just overflow protection. This system is awesome. It's been so good to me, so I just felt like I wanted to expand it. And you never know, we may need to expand more, and if we do, maybe we expand this wall and then put the bulk sorting over here. I don't know. I'm hoping this is good for the rest of my time in this world, but you never know. One project I'm going to do is I am going to move this bubble column because it feels a little claustrophobic in here. Now that the chests go down this far, it feels a little tight. So I'm going to move it to where these barrels are. I store shulker boxes right here, so I think I'll just move these to this wall and keep it nice and simple and nice and open. I'm very happy with how this room has come out, and I just want to make it feel the best it can, and I think moving the bubble column will do that. A little update on the back room is that I plan on expanding kind of this maintenance area into maybe something that goes to our concrete converter, our slime farm, and eventually some other farms that I'm going to put down here. Right here, I've made bulk storage for my farmed items. So right now, I have a lot of items in shulker boxes, like spectral arrows and leather from our piglin bartering farm. So the plan is to not overload our storage room and kind of bulk store those items in chests in their shulker boxes. And we will still sort the individual items on their own, but I think it's smart to bulk store a lot of those items that we get too much of that I'll probably never use, but I can't be wasteful. Over on this side, you can see the input system that we talked about in the creative world. I really like how it came out. The indicators look great. It really looks kind of like a maintenance area right here, and I think I'm going to leave it that way. I thought about closing this off and making it feel like a cave almost, but I kind of like the maintenance aspect of it. If I go into FreeCam, you can see that I have left the wall completely exposed, so you can see the flying machines that lift the wall up and down, and I think I'm going to leave it. I originally wanted to make this look like a castle almost, with like a wall and then a gate entering, and I might do that later, but right now I really like the raw look of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been so fun to expand this world and kind of bounce around on projects. I worked on a lot of things off camera and didn't really show you everything like I usually do, and that was kind of fun. So we might stick with this theme and continue to expand our world while also working on our large projects in the same videos. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.